This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
We made it in time. BB brought us in because this fantasy tree is reacting differently than the others. It's apparently still expanding, and if we don't stop it soon...
Better hurry! By my estimate, the gravity fluctuations are going to get even worse. And as fun as it would be watching you all get completely crushed into tiny meat puddles, Senpai would never let me hear the end of it. Especially with time distortions and cosmic radiation flying around. Perimeter is secured, by the way, before anyone asks. I'm just that good.
The hell are you talking about? Cosmic radiation, time distortions, and gravity going crazy? And where is Sparky anyways?
Cut to the chase. My master is inside it. We have dallied too long already.
Look, this fantasy tree is fully bloomed. The energy radiating off of it is from an entire galaxy that has been growing inside it. Currently, it's trying to break free of this lost belt, and if it does, do I really have to explain that part to you?
A galaxy?
Yep. Stars, spirals, planets, the whole shebang. It's almost impressive that no one else noticed.
We can't let that happen!
Well, duh. Hurry up and start the operation, you inferior Kohai. We've already wasted enough time.
Stop calling me that! And I know that already! I was trying to explain... Never mind. Sorry for the rush, everyone. But Chaldea is engaging the Lost World Fantasy Tree Mayall.
See? This is why you're always going to be Miss Second Best.
BB!
Hey! The moon's most beautiful creation is back to bless your screens and, more importantly, your lives. But as much as I'd love to bask in your totally unbiased and boundless admiration, we're on the clock. So let's cut the romance and get right to the dance, okay?
You're surprisingly focused today, BB. Is something wrong?
Ahem. The fantasy tree Mayall is of the assassin class, towering above with 2 break bars. You'll have your work cut out for you since your mystic codes will still be sealed for the first 5 turns of the battle. By now, you should already have some sort of strategy to deal with this handicap. And if not, and you've just been hiding behind support servants, that would just be typical, wouldn't it?
Like its predecessors, the tree possesses a deadly mix of passive, active, and break skills. The names may vary due to translations, but the danger they pose is universal. Keep steady though. This is the end, and we need to win.
For passive skills, it has a stun nullification along with 50% quick and arts card resistance. So you'd think at first glance that you want to bring a buster team.
At each break bar, we'll need to be on our toes. After the first, it'll gain a permanent 20% buster resistance. So bringing a buster team won't cut it here. It'll also decrease the NP gauge of all enemies by 20%, preventing you from using any NPs you've saved up to that point. I suggest saving those NP increase skills for after it breaks. But that's not all. When this breaks, it'll lose its resistance to quick cards. So for this second health bar, it'll be 50% resistant to arts and 20% resistant to buster.
That's not the end in mixing his resistances either. At the second break, he'll lose his arts resistance and gain another 20% buster's resistance. So at the end, he'll only be resistant to buster cards. He'll once again decrease the MP gauge of your team by 20%, so think it through for when you want to use your skills here.
With the way resistances change so often, I think about the order you want to have your servants appear in your lineup. Buster in front, and arts only at the end. The Chaldea Combat Uniform Mystic Code can also help make an easy transition between any of your servants, should the need arise. However, bear in mind you'll only be able to use master skills after 5 turns into the fight, so I wouldn't count on using it early.
I doubt we will be so lucky as to find those passive nuisances as the main threat to be wary of. The tree also has 4 active skills. Besieged on all sides will increase the NP gauge of one enemy by 20%, while also increasing its NP charge by 1. Katana will increase critical rate by 100% for 2 turns. Envelop will inflict a 200 damage curse for 5 turns and increase curse effectiveness. This becomes problematic in conjunction with its noble phantasm. Red Halation will deal damage to all enemies, remove all debuffs from the tree, and also inflict a 2000 damage curse for 5 turns. which can be more if effective by envelop.
It sounds like we'll want to push forward with each phase as soon as possible before those curses stack up. Though, if we have an ability that can make us immune to debuffs through a skill or mystic code like the Foresight of the Moon, that can also help mitigate some of the damage once you're able to use it.
If you focus fully on defense, you'll find yourself on the losing side of a battle of attrition. The best way forward is to exploit its weakness to casters, berserkers, and alter egos. Some good candidates would be Sanzang, Shutendoji Caster, Ilya, Meltrillis, Medea, and the Caster of Okeanos.
But keep in mind which resistances are active, since this will directly affect your damage, Senpai.
If you're looking to do even more damage on top of that, take advantage of its traits. It has demonic, super large, evil man, and threat to humanity.
For demonic, Rama, Tawara Tota, Shutendoji Caster, Valkyries, Kato Danzo, and Minamoto no Raiko. For super large, Arthur Pendragon Prototype. For evil, Vlad III Extra, and Charles Henry Sanson. For man, Katsushika Hokusai. Threat to humanity, Enkidu, and MHXX.
Since you've already taken down 2 of these, it should be pretty obvious what you need to do to win. Though since your little meatbags have the attention spans of a goldfish, if you somehow manage to crash and burn, I wouldn't even be surprised. Though, I guess at that point, Senpai's faith in all of you would just be wasted, and I would be right. And wouldn't that just be a tragedy?
No way. It's still standing?
Accursed monstrosity! Why won't you fall?
What gives? We keep blasting it and it keeps regenerating?
Is it because it's fully bloomed? No. There would still have to be some damage, right?
Apologies for our tardiness.
You're alive!
Status update, BB.
Really, not even a hello for your perfect Kohai. Oh, it hurts. It hurts my poor and precious heart.
Please.
Yes, yes. Professor Celestine is still alive. Not sure for how much longer, though, considering she's sitting right around the brain of that ugly excuse for a Christmas tree. Are you sure this one is worth it? She did willingly go in after all, so leaving her is an option. Just saying.
We can't just leave her. Even with everything she's done, she's still a member of Chaldea, of the Gurus. So if it's possible, please.
I agree wholeheartedly. If there's any chance at all to save her, I wish to take it.
You heard them, BB.
I just want you to know that the Moon Cell is going to keep this incredibly stupid decision on record for the rest of eternity. I will never, ever, ever let you live this down or forget it.
Duly noted. Can you guys hold back the tree a bit longer?
Are you out of your mind? We barely stopped it before, and now you want us to hold it back? In case you didn't notice, we don't have enough people or power to properly deal with this.
It isn't enough.
Come on, there has to be something we can do. Nell is still in there.
Getting everything she wanted. And you know what? It isn't enough. And it never will be.
What are you even talking about? We have bigger issues here right now than any chip on your shoulder.
I hate this world. I hate that Lonling isn't here with me. I hate that I'll never grow old. I hate that Shengyu had to die. I hate Koyanskaya. I hate that you came here at all. And I hate this tree for putting me here to begin with.
Wait, what are you?
Take all my curses and die!
Nago. Thank you. Now let's save that stupid scientist.
I owe her a favor anyways. I should be able to get her out with BB's help. But do your best to maintain the perimeter. And if it tries to break out, do whatever you need to contain it, okay?
Got it.
Get my master back. Now.
Don't rush a masterpiece, Tabitha. We're on the case already. Express elevator, Senpai?
Just aim it this time.
I won't.